All right, hello everyone. My name is Brice Babinec, and today I'll be presenting an impressive example and a few techniques for overcoming weakness in the Z-axis with 3D printing. And if you're here watching this webinar, you've probably experienced this before where your 3D printed part splits or separates between the layers. And so my goal here today is to help pass along a few techniques you can use and hopefully to help expand the applications of where you can use 3D printing, with full confidence. So we'll start with the quick agenda before kind of getting into things today. And I think it's kind of funny because a lot of the time when we're making these webinars, we have a topic in mind already, and then we create, a problem that we use to help discuss the topic. And this one kind of happened backwards where I had a problem and I created the webinar to help me sort of learn and fix that problem. So I'm going to start sort of in the same order today where we'll talk about the challenge that I got faced with, and we'll talk about why that Z-axis weakness created this challenge, and then we'll talk about methods for overcoming the Z-axis weakness before moving on to actually experimenting with these methods. And you'll notice experimenting is in quotations here, and there's a reason for that, which I'm sure you'll understand later. And then, of course, after that, we'll sort of discuss the results and see the final reward for all of this hard work. So getting into the challenge, I think there's an example that most people have had experience with before to some level or another, but especially if you're in manufacturing. And it happens when you've got this really old machine and it has a part that breaks on it, and then you're just stuck waiting on replacement parts for days or weeks. And then there's just this thousands of dollars of money lost while the machine is down. And so maybe you have this idea to 3D print the part, but there's always this sort of fear and hesitancy to use it, especially with these big machines because of concerns about strength. And so for my situation here, I had to overcome some of those same concerns, and I had to use a couple of different tricks and some creativity, but I ended up with a part that I was fully confident in. And so hopefully I can pass along some of those tricks and help you guys out with some of your own projects and just keep expanding the options where printing is a viable method. So without further ado, this right here is my end goal. And so I want to be up in the mountains, on my motorcycle riding around. And it's one of my favorite activities, so I'll try not to make this a webinar about riding motorcycles, but it's really unfortunate that I enjoy riding so much because I live here in Dallas, Texas, which is home of some of the most ridiculous off-ramps and on-ramps, just highway overpasses you've ever seen. We've got all the traffic you could ever want, and we have suburbs basically as far as the eye can see. And so I really like to pack up and travel if I want to actually go for a fun and scenic ride. And so my favorite spot is up in Arkansas in the Ozarks, which is about 5 hours away. And so I've started renting or borrowing trucks to get there, which is nice because it lets me load the bike, skip the boring highway, and then I have room for camping gear and food and whatever else I might want to bring, which made it extra exciting when I finally bought my own truck recently, which is this older Ford Ranger. And I think this thing is the pinnacle of pickup trucks, but that's another story. In the fall, it was finally time to sort of take this thing on its first trip with the motorcycle. And so I submitted a few last minute vacation days. I booked my camping reservation, and I thought I was all set. So I kind of just kicked back. But there was one problem I didn't realize I had until just a few days before the trip. And it's because I've borrowed trucks to do this in the past. So I have the ramps, I have the tie downs, I have everything I need for the bike. But it turns out to strap a bike down, you need a place to strap it to. And I had totally overlooked the fact that my truck didn't have any tie down anchors yet. Which didn't sound like the end of the world at first, because there are a ton of different ways to set up these tie down anchors. In my case, I have these existing threaded holes in the corners of the bed. And so if I can use those, it'd be awesome. Just because they're already there. And so I was planning to, buy these at first, but I ran into that same issue that you see with older machines because I have this older truck, and these things were just sold out everywhere. And the few that looked like they might have worked were just weeks of shipping time. And so I was running out of time, but I was talking to one of my coworkers, Kyle, at one point, and he asked me a funny question, which was, why don't you print one? And it's a great question considering where we work and all of this equipment we have. So, I had fallen into the same trap that we spend a lot of time trying to educate our customers around, where I had just totally written 3D printing off as an option for this part. One of the main reasons that I wrote it off is because I have this significant force, and I have that force in, different planes. And so I've got these bolts that are bolting this hook to the bed, but then I have the tie down hook that's pulling it in this weird angle. And so I just had this hesitancy to go and print this thing because I have these hooks holding a 400-pound motorcycle, which is my pride and joy, and they have to hold it in the back of this old truck while it's bouncing down the road for 10 hours. And then I'm also working in this really limited space. So I had just totally overlooked it. But that's, where materials and these industrial 3D printers really shine, because we have materials that are flame retardant, we have temperature resistant, and we have printers that can make insanely strong parts. But sometimes you just have to get a little creative with how you're making those parts.